Well, last week was the Thanksgiving vlog, and so I hope everyone enjoyed that. So we had a lot of fun. We really enjoyed playing games together, and Ashley even came in with a game that we played that I did not even show on video, but it was literally you just needed a paper sack. And it was a fun game. A grocery bag. Yeah, like a Trader Joe's bag or a Whole Foods bag. Yep. We had planned to play. We had bought 2 games, like in boxes that I had bought at Home Goods, and we completely forgot about them. And then after everybody,
we started playing Uno. Because Andrew wanted to play a new version of Uno.
Okay, so
different rules for Uno.
Okay, so I did not show that last week in the video at all. But we played like 3 rounds of Uno. But each round lasted a long time because he had new rules. One of the rules was every time somebody lays down a 0, you pass your hand to whichever the person next to you. Yes. Yeah. And then he added the rule in.
Well, and if you didn't have a card to play, you had to keep drawing until you got a card to play. Yes. So it wasn't like you just drew one and went on.
Right.
You had to keep going until you had a card that you could play, which that adds a lot of time.
Yes.
Because sometimes you draw 10 cards before you got one to play.
Right. And then also the 7. If you put down a number 7, then you got to switch your hand with somebody else, anybody that you chose. I actually really liked playing his way. I think the guys at work taught him how to, or women.
There was one more rule.
Oh, what?
The draw 2s and draw 4s, you could stack them.
Yes.
So if somebody played a draw 2 on me and I had a draw 2 card, I could also lay mine down.
Yes.
Then the next person has to draw 4. If they have a draw 2, they laid it down, and the next person has to draw 6, and you could keep on going until nobody else has draw 2.
Yes.
Really. And they might draw 12 cards,
I enjoyed playing that way better than the regular Uno because it was so different. It was so much fun and so different, and it did last a while.
It did.
But I had so much fun playing that. So we played that, and Kevin and I never even thought about those 2 boxed games that I showed you in last week's video. So
they'll be good to pull out some other time. Me and Tammy figured we would open them up and actually try to play them and see how they play.
Yes, I'm thinking that either just me and Kevin or me and Kevin and Ashley, it would be good for us to try them out before we involve the whole family, and that way we know the rules and we know how to play, and we're not just figuring it out with everybody sitting there waiting. So that'll be 2 things. And normally on Christmas we don't play games at all. So
because we're opening stuff. Yes,
it will keep you busy for a long time. It's opening stuff, and we usually eat something. We haven't the past couple years just because the schedule's been off, but I think the schedule will be fine this year to where we can have stuff to eat like we used to. And
probably not a big dinner, but
no, but usually it's picky food.
Yeah,
usually it's like it still ends up being just as much work. Probably more work. Because you're having to make all that stuff. But it's fun stuff that you don't have, like buffalo chicken dip and little smokies and ham and biscuit and stuff like that you don't have all year round, or we don't. And so we'll probably do that for Christmas. But we're opening gifts and stuff like that, and it takes a little while. And so we don't play games on Christmas, but those 2 games will be saved for another time. Yeah, we'll play them. And so I have to ask you now, what was your favorite thing that you ate for Thanksgiving dinner? Not dessert, just dinner.
I always like the dressing and the turkey together, because I always kind of eat them together. That was probably my favorite, although I really like the pretzel salad, the pineapple fluff or whatever it's called.
Pineapple pretzel fluff, I think is what it's called.
I like that one a lot too.
Yeah, mine would be the exact same things you said.
Yeah. I really do like country ham though, but I don't eat a lot of that. I don't eat a lot of turkey, honestly. I eat more side. You know what I really enjoyed? I got 2 helpings of the pineapple.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. I got 2 helpings of the broccoli because we just don't make it very often.
I know. I got 2 helpings too.
And it's really just me and Tammy and maybe Christina.
Christina loves broccoli casserole. Yeah.
But that's the only time we really make it is around Thanksgiving, and I ate 2 pretty decent sized helpings.
I did too.
Because it's so good.
When I was little, the baked macaroni and cheese was always my favorite thing.
I only got 1 spoonful of that.
I was like the kid. I did too. Yeah. But I used to be like the kids, where their favorite thing is the baked macaroni and cheese. But what did Ander say? Ander came in the kitchen and he said Evie is chowing down on something. What do you think she's chowing down on? Because they got their plates, but we always let the kids get their plate to get them.
Yeah, and we guessed the macaroni and cheese, but it wasn't.
And
was it the turkey?
It was the turkey. Yeah. That was it. Because I was like, what was it? It was the turkey. Because I guessed the roll. I
said macaroni and cheese.
And no, it was she was chowing down on the turkey. So what was your favorite dessert? Because Kevin got a little bit of each dessert.
Probably the cherry thing.
Cherry Jubilee.
Cherry Jubilee, yeah. I got a little bit of everything, except the little tea cakes. I didn't really get any of those because we'd had those. And
we had reviewed those. Christina loved the Cherry Jubilee.
It was very good.
She said to her it seemed like a lighter dessert, not as heavy.
It's true, yeah. Although it's very... It doesn't taste like a cheesecake, but it has a cheesecake-like texture. Mm-hmm. But it's a little more whipped up than that. It's a little lighter.
And I use light whipped cream because to me, I really don't think it makes that big of a difference.
Because the whipped cream really doesn't add flavor; it adds more just texture than anything. I mean, it adds sweetness, I guess, if you get the full calorie stuff. But I've never noticed a difference.
We had a really fun day, and I also didn't show during last week's video. Kevin had made up. I had told you all that he had made up some games like guess the movie, guess the Christmas movie.
Yeah, I didn't make them. I swiped them from YouTube.
Yeah. And so we also played those games. Did we end up playing all the paper games? The ones you put on paper?
Yeah, we played all of them.
Well, I know I wasn't in there for one because I was getting desserts out.
That was a word scramble for the Grinch.
Oh, I could still do that one. He probably didn't save it, but
I do. I have it on my computer.
Yeah, I was getting the desserts out while no one was in the kitchen. But we had, like I said, we had a really nice time.
So, what was your favorite game that we played? Not necessarily even that you played, just overall. What was the funnest game you played? I thought the shaking the balls out of the box in the back would be fun. It really wasn't. I wouldn't recommend buying it, honestly.
I would not buy that one. Yeah. Yes, that's something good to tell
the
people.
Reindeer ring toss was nice, but you could tell it's not gonna stay together very long. The snowballs, I love the snowballs, but you just got to find more ways of using them.
Oh yeah, because they feel different.
They're squishy.
They feel really.
They feel like squished up snow.
Yeah, they feel really neat. My favorite game, probably Uno, and we didn't make that one up.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed sitting there playing that Uno game.
I think all of them would enjoy just card games and board games instead of the ones where you get up and do stuff.
I do too, but there's too many of us. See, the kids, when the kids are real small, they can go in the den and watch TV or do whatever. Our grandkids now are to the age where they want to participate and they get bored after 2 minutes of being in the other room by themselves.
Well, and the youngest one, she's at the age where she wants to play, but she really is not very good at playing and doesn't understand that you lose, and then she gets mad.
You're talking about the middle child, not the youngest.
No, I'm not about the youngest. Because I was telling her that she had to wear a blindfold to play one of the games, and she just went off when I said she had to wear a blindfold. She got mad.
Oh.
Yeah, she got mad. Like, I'm not playing.
Oh.
It's like, okay, then you're not playing. Because I don't play the game where it's like, okay, you can do it without. No, it's like we're playing with blindfold. That's how you do it.
That's how you play.
Sorry, you don't want to do it, then go away.
Yeah,
you don't get to play.
Right.
But I mean, I'm not mean about it. But you know what I mean. I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna coddle.
Right.
Them.
But there were times where we were like we let her win something because she's real little.
And we wanted to make sure she won
a prize. So we did let her win a game or two.
The prizes were a hit.
Yeah, they all enjoyed.
It was all food.
It
was all food prizes. Yeah. There was a fight over the reindeer. We had bought. I showed you all last week.
$1 reindeer.
We bought $1 chocolate reindeer, and one of them said, "I want to win the reindeer." Well, she shouldn't have said that. Because the minute she wanted the reindeer, the other one wanted the reindeer.
Yeah, it seemed like she would know that as a sister.
Yeah, just keep your mouth shut, and then nobody will take what you want. And so anyway, there were upset over the reindeer. But yeah, the kids. That's why we can't play board games. It's because there's too many.
Yeah. Board games. There's only. Usually 4 to 6 people at the most.
Yeah, and it's just too many people. And even Gavin he gets bored if he's in the other room for 5 minutes, and he feels left out. He's to the age now where he wants to participate, and I understand that.
It's just hard to plan different games that people will enjoy, that gets people up, but then that they'll like for a long period of time. So
but the shaking, I want to get over there.
You know, the shaking game, though, I don't think I would get, because it's just doesn't work the way.
It doesn't work the way you see it working on YouTube or whatever, on videos, or it's and you need to have a place to do it where
something with sturdier floors.
Something with where you don't mind people jumping around and bouncing all over the place. And
when you have an old house, it doesn't have you bounce on a floor and it bounces the floor in the room next door.
It's not that bad. No, but the Christmas tree's right there. Yeah. When you bounce it, I mean, it's just not good. So anyway, we still had a wonderful day.
I still enjoyed the. Yeah,
were they going to get over?
Yep, they were.
Oh.
So does this one. Huh. They red car did get over. She was going to get over like next to you, like push you out of the way.
Yeah, well, no.
I enjoyed the games. Even the ball game was fun to watch them, but it's just I don't know that it's worth buying it. If you're going to make something like that, just get some Kleenex boxes and some ping pong balls, and I think it'll be just as good.
Yeah. I saw something I wanted to tell you. I thought it was, and this is completely different subject. I was watching a YouTube video of somebody cleaning, and she not only cleans, but I really I admire her a lot, because she does a lot of the, like you'll give your husband a honey-do list. She does that stuff herself. So she's married, she has a husband, but instead of
cutting down brush in the backyard with bushes
and doing just little jobs, like instead of putting that on a list for her husband to do, she will figure out how to do it herself, and she will do it. And she does not ask him to do stuff like that. She does it. So like changing the air filters and taking the stuff down out of the house to clean it and put it back up, just normally you would say, honey, can you do that? No, she does it. So the most recent job I saw her doing was around the bottom of their toilets, they have caulk.
Yeah, you're not supposed to caulk the bottom of your toilets.
Well, they have caulk around the bottom of their toilets, and it was like black.
Yeah.
Because it's from, I don't know, mold or dirt or whatever.
Just dirt buildup, probably.
But it was black. And I thought...
Was it caulking like in rubber caulk?
It was absolutely caulking just like we use.
Like rubber caulk?
Yes.
Wasn't grout like sandy concrete?
No, it was caulking.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
So what she ended up doing was... she was going to caulk over it, but then it ended up pulling right off.
Oh, yeah, it pulls right off.
Like it does.
Yeah.
And so she pulled it off, and I'll be darned, I thought, well, surely to goodness she's going to realize she doesn't need that. You don't caulk around the bottom of your toilet. Nope, she did it again.
Well, it's because people don't know.
People don't know. We do not have there's no caulk.
Well, because if it leaks underneath the toilet, you won't know it's leaking. So guess where it goes? Into your floor, and it rots your floor out.
Right.
But if it comes out the side, if it is leaking, you want to know it's leaking. You don't want to seal it underneath there.
Exactly.
You want to know it's leaking. So if we see water around the bottom of the toilet, you're thinking, we need to fix this, not, I'm blissfully ignorant now. We got a rotten floor, you know.
Well, I was just
That's
shocked.
why you don't caulk under a toilet. But there's a lot of people that argue that you do want to caulk because you do want to seal it up, and it's like, you don't.
No, and it doesn't look bad. It actually looks really clean.
Well, it sits right next. It sits right on the floor.
It sits
anyway.
right on the floor. It's very clean, and I'm able, when I clean the bathroom, I'm able to clean right around it.
There's not like a gap. There shouldn't be a gap.
It's just like, and I knew you would agree with me because it's like, why would you do that?
All my life.
But it reminds me what you just said. Some people think you should, and some people don't. It reminds me of the argument, which I never even knew it was an argument until I started YouTube. People that wash their meat and people who don't. People,
like steaks?
People, yes. People
like wash
that,
it with soap?
No, don't wash it with soap, but they put it in, they wash it off. They actually put it under the water.
Rinse it?
They rinse it off. And people do that with roast, steaks, turkey, chicken. They will put it in the sink and they will wash it off with water. And let me tell you, I have directed people so many times to the CDC
Says you don't have to do
that says don't do it. They don't say you don't have to. They say do not do it because you are spreading more germs by doing that, by putting it in the sink like that. You are spreading germs all over the place. You do not need to wash your meat. You are cooking it, and that is it.
Yeah, it's the temperature.
But some
people, running water over meat's not going to do anything for it anyway.
But some people
it's not going to kill anything.
No, some people will raise that way.
Yeah.
And to me, it's the weirdest thing
I mean,
ever.
maybe if you put a piece of chicken with soap on it and scrub it down really good, like you're giving it a bath.
Yeah,
maybe.
but you don't.
But who wants to do that?
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
They have Valentine's stuff out at Home Goods. Valentine's Day stuff. Those are beautiful. That is so pretty. We're in Home Goods looking around, and they have beautiful dishes. Joann's fabric, and they have some different little things. These are like woodland creatures. And then they have these little things. They always have decorative stuff that we don't see anywhere else. And so they have lots of pillows here. And you don't think of a fabric store necessarily for finding like decorations, but they always have. Look, these look kind of vintage. They always have some neat stuff though. And these are things, bells and stuff that you would hang on your front porch. Yeah, they're nice. They're very nice. They're $50 a piece. Bells are expensive, for sure. And then it looks like we have some lots of ribbon. And then we have some ornaments coming up here. And some towels, like hand towels for the bathroom. Somebody asked the question, left a comment. They said if somebody were traveling from overseas to the United States, what snack food items would you recommend to them? So when we were sitting at the Thanksgiving table, I asked this to everybody, and Andrew said he would recommend, do you remember what he said?
Grippos.
He said Grippos potato chips. Grippos are his favorite potato chips.
Of course, not everybody in the United States gets Grippos
exactly.
either.
But Grippos makes really good barbecue potato chips. Are they made in Ohio?
I think so.
I was thinking they were made in Ohio. But anyway, Grippos potato chips, and then Ashley, I know she said bourbon. She said and I know that's not a fast food, but she said she would recommend bourbon was one of the things.
Well, we got to the point where we're saying, what would you recommend they try?
Right.
To kind of represent America or Kentucky or whatever.
But then you were saying, or I said, well, people can get bourbon.
Yeah, I said you can get bourbon anywhere.
I said C's candies,
yeah.
C's chocolate. We would, and it's called C's candies, but it's not what I consider candy. It's chocolate. It's a chocolate. It's a chocolate company. But C's is incredible chocolate. So what were some other responses?
I don't know. But like, I don't know what I would even say because there's so many different places to try. I mean, so many different things to try. Like Little Debbie cakes. They don't sell those overseas.
Right.
That would be something to try, but it might be disappointing to people. Especially
if you're British and you're used to Mr. Kipling, then it would be worth your while to try a Little Debbie cake.
It's different.
It's different. Yes, it's different. It's
But I mean, it depends. You can get a lot of the candy bars they have here over there. Just you pay extra for them. You pay more, or they taste a little different, or whatever. I don't know. Well, like sodas, they get all the same sodas we do pretty much.
They don't get a lot of the limited edition.
Yeah.
And just like the Oreos. So you can go in Walmart and probably buy at least 6 different flavors of Oreos.
At least.
If yes,
more.
Many more, but I'm saying at least 6.
At least 6.
Whereas I have been told over and over again that they do not get a lot of the limited edition Oreos.
Yeah, so if you liked Oreos, that'd be something you definitely want to try out.
Yes, if you were to come over here, you definitely I would recommend going in a Walmart. Because
just walking around.
Walmart has everything.
Any convenience store.
Yes, but Walmart, if you want to buy like candy bars or
underwear,
Oreo cookies, anything like that, Walmart's the best place to go because they're going to be the best price. That's not to say that there aren't nicer stores. Of course there are nicer stores, but Walmart is going to be your most affordable option, and they have everything.
Walmart or Target would be a decent place to go. They don't have as much. Target would be a nice
place to go, but they don't have as much, and they're more expensive.
But there's Targets in even bigger cities where they don't have Walmart.
Yes, that's true. So like in New York, it was really cool because when we visited New York, We went straight down. We went in the door, and then you go straight down in an escalator, and we were down in the bowels of this building, and you would never have known it, would you? Because it was so bright.
Yeah.
It was so bright. It was. Yeah. It was.
But they don't have Walmarts in the bigger cities.
Right. So yeah.
That's why I was saying Target would be another one.
Yeah, it just depends on where you visit. Yeah, that's true. But if you can visit a Walmart, I would say as far as what store, I would go to Walmart. For snacks, Little Debbie's a really good snack cake.
It's really what if you like something in the UK or wherever you are. If you like something there, try our version of it. So if you like chocolate bars, try our version of chocolate bars. Or if you like cheeseburgers, try our version of cheeseburger. Just whatever you're into.
But I would recommend, I know they sell Reese's Cups in the UK, but a lot of people might not have bought them before because they charge a lot more for them because they are shipped over. So you can get those a lot cheaper here, and you can also get the white chocolate covered.
Big cups.
You can get big cups. You can get, I would recommend getting all the different little, the Reese's Cups that you can. I would not recommend you go for Hershey's chocolate because
it's not that great.
It's not that great. It is, if you want to be able to tell people you tried it, then yeah, you could get that. But that would be the only reason to get it because there's much, much better chocolate in other brands. But yeah, the different Reese's Cups would be fun to get because I don't think they get a lot of those either. And here lately, we've had the caramel, we've had lava, we've had the puffs, we have the sugar cookie ones.
Yeah. All kinds of ones. I don't know if they're always out, but
right. But that would be something really fun for you to try, is getting a bunch of those. And then any place you go, you're going to be able to get different potato chips. And if you like potato chips, I would recommend that you get you some different flavors of potato chips.
Yeah, don't necessarily get Lay's because those are the same thing as Walkers, basically.
Yes, but go for different brands. Like if you can find the Hers brand, they make some unique flavors, some different flavors. And our barbecue, a lot of times, is different than
completely different.
Your barbecue. And so it's fun to try other places' versions of barbecue. And I don't think we ever got to the restaurants, did we?
They did. A couple people mentioned, somebody mentioned something. I don't remember which one. Because I had said, get a restaurant that they don't have because they have McDonald's and KFCs and stuff like that.
They don't have Chick-fil-A, do they?
I was saying, I think someone even said Cane's or Chick-fil-A. I said go to a Wendy's or an Arby's.
But I do think they have like Burger King.
Burger King, I think they have those.
They have McDonald's.
But yeah, you said that a lot of people come over here and go to IHOP because of the pancakes.
From what I've heard, a lot of, especially British people, like to go to Denny's or IHOP because those are big American names. And you know what? Those are good places to go. When we went to Hawaii, we ate at Denny's, and it was delicious.
It was good food.
It was really
It's not someplace we ever go here.
No. But being in Hawaii, it was like, oh, this is really special. And it was delicious. And it's like having dessert for breakfast, wasn't it?
It is.
It's only 3:44 in the afternoon, and
I'm ready for a nap.
It's because it looks dark. It looks like
it's twilight almost.
Yes, and it's not even 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But the weather has gotten really, really cold. So because we live in an old house, we worry about the pipes freezing, because the pipes are underneath the house, and that has happened before. I know when I was growing up, because we live in my childhood home, the pipes would freeze, and we've had it happen to us, where a pipe is frozen, and we've had to call the plumber. But so last night was the first night where we left the water dripping just a little bit in both bathrooms and in the kitchen sink, and we even leave like the doors open underneath so that the pipes are exposed to whatever warmth is in the house.
Yeah, it's definitely not freezing in the house.
No.
It's cold, but it's not freezing.
Yeah, it is cooler, but you just, when you live in an old house, and I think anybody will tell you this, you have to learn to layer. You layer your clothes, you wear socks, you wear sweatshirts or hoodies or sweaters, and you don't run around in summer clothes or shorts or something like that. It's just not something that you do. And that's one thing that I learned as a kid. Your parents will tell you real quick, if you say you're cold, they're going to look at first thing at what you're wearing and your feet, and if you don't have socks on your feet, go get you some socks on. That's the reason. When I was growing up in that house, we lived under like at least 10 layers of blankets. Can you even imagine that?
No.
It was heavy. It was really, really heavy.
'Cause I get hot at night sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it's cold, I get hot at night.
Well, it would be just as cold as it could be, and you would have to layer those blankets on the bed so that you could get warm.
But you really didn't have, there was a deer back there.
It was a deer on the side of the road, yeah.
When you lived there, they didn't even have heating upstairs.
No.
I mean, none. They had some gas heaters, but we put
the heat and air in upstairs. Yeah.
So
no, that's where I'm talking about. When our bedroom was upstairs, where Ashley's room was,
mm-hmm.
that's when I distinctly remember putting like 10 layers. We would put quilts, blankets, sheets, everything. But now Kevin and I think it's funny. We are very old school, and when we buy a set of sheets, we use the sheets. Like, we use the top sheet.
I don't want to sleep under a comforter.
No, but we use the top sheet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to sleep directly under a comforter.
I don't think Andrew or Ashley, I don't know that Ashley sleeps under the sheet. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I know for sure Andrew and Christina.
No, they don't even put them on the bed.
They don't put them on the bed. Yeah, they don't.
Which is weird to us.
It's very weird to us. It's because what happens to that? So I'm buying you an expensive set of sheets, and so I've already bought for the girls for Christmas. They have twin beds, and I found these really cool Barbie sheets, and I've already thought about it. Once I bought them, I thought, what's going to happen to the top sheet? Because they don't use the top sheet. So what happens to all these top sheets? I'm going to have to ask her that. Because you can donate them, but it's like, sheets are expensive. I mean, I just can't imagine what they're doing with them. So I'm definitely going to ask what happens to the top sheet. So we're at Walmart, and I wanted to show you some of the ornaments that they have because they're different. So they have ring pop ornaments, they have a Rubik's Cube, they have 4-inch Doritos and just the regular nacho cheese Doritos, Skittles. They have the little Planters Peanut Man, Fruit Loops, Where's Waldo? But look, they have candy bars, and then this is the Game of Life. That's cute. M&M's, they have Eggo waffles, I'm sure for Stranger Things. Look at the Bomb Pop popsicle, the Pillsbury Doughboy, Klondike, Bob Ross, Pac-Man, and then at the top they have Uno. They have a Pepsi can. They have a Hunt's ketchup. Look, they have a Magic 8 Ball. Now this Doritos is different than the one below. This is like a plush-like thing. Then they have Funyuns. They have a Etch-a-Sketch, which says Merry Christmas. And they have French's Yellow Mustard. And that's just one section. Now, they have sold a bunch of their ornaments. So you see all of those ornaments are gone. I think those were full a couple of weeks ago. But I thought these were really different and cute, and if you're have a favorite game you're nostalgic about. And then of course they have the gift stuff over here. We usually we used to after Christmas, these things would go on sale, and we would get them after Christmas on sale, and then save them until the next year, because they're good until the next year. But let's see what else they have. They have these gift sets on this side. Of course, they've got the music playing so in the background, but I just thought it would be neat to see some of these gift sets and stuff like that. And Kevin's looking up something for me on the phone. Lots of times I like to look at the Christmas wrapping paper to see what's popular. Just like to see like the popular Halloween costumes or the popular Valentine's Day cards. I like to see what the popular wrapping paper is. And now these are just regular wrapping papers with Santa and stuff like that. Do you see any like cartoon ones, Kevin? I was trying to see if there was any, like, what's popular? Hello Kitty. Oh, I see a Mickey Mouse. Here's a Mickey Mouse. It's just, it has Goofy and Pluto. Yeah, they are. I tell you, you have to be really careful and look at the roll and see how much paper you're getting, because Home Goods has some that's like there's one sheet on there, literally, and you're paying like $4 for it. So you want to be really careful. But you know,
like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's very thin. Yes, it's just like that, which is ridiculous. They have some more paper over there, but it's in big bundles. I'm not seeing a lot of like special like cartoon characters and stuff. Maybe it's somewhere else though. We are leaving Walmart right now, and I just wanted to leave a comment that they have the people for the Salvation Army ringing the bell outside, and I've thought about this several times, and I thought I wanted to say something on here about it. If they don't collect as much money this year, I don't think it's because people don't want to donate. Because I don't think people mind donating to the Salvation Army at all. I really don't. We have never minded giving to, I've had like all kinds of change and stuff like that, and I'm fully willing to take that out of my purse and dump the whole thing in their little red bucket. The thing is nobody carries cash anymore.
Yeah, it's much less than used to.
Nobody carries cash. Nobody carries change. And like me, I don't even carry my purse anymore. So when I had kids, I always had my purse. I always carried it. And because I always had to have stuff, there was always stuff in it. And it started out when I was a teenager. It started out probably when I was, I don't know, a teenager. For a girl, when they start their menstrual cycle, a girl has to have her purse because she has to carry what she needs, all the time. And so you're always afraid of being without or getting caught without something, so you have a purse. And then for me, it got to be the point where I wore contacts. I'm sure this woman behind me is like, why aren't you going? But I need to be in the left lane. Then it got to be, for me, to where I was wearing contacts. So you don't want anything to ever happen to your contacts to where you need the little holder with the water, the saline and stuff like that. So your purse is a great place to keep that saline and stuff like that, or keep an ink pen or whatever. And so I've always carried a purse. And then the kids came along, and you're putting stuff in the purse that you need for the kids. Like you might have something for them to doodle on, or you might have a empty pad of paper and pens, or just something that they can keep them occupied. And so I always had a purse. Well, then now it's gotten to the point where Kevin carries my driver's license. He has my driver's license all the time in his wallet, and I don't remember when it was. It on vacation?
On vacation, and it's like, why don't we just keep it here? That way you don't even need sneaky.
Yeah, and
you started driving, you didn't want to take your purse. That's what it was. It was like, just carry your license.
Right, and so I don't even bring my purse most times. Like right now, we went to Walmart. I didn't even bring my purse with me. There was just no need there's nothing in there that I'm going to need while we're at Walmart. And it kind of was like a security too. Like I would have Kleenex in my purse. So like, what if I'm in the middle of Walmart and I sneeze and I need the Kleenex out of my purse? Well, then I just realized that how many times has that happened over the years? None, where I've sneezed in the middle of Walmart and I've needed a Kleenex. It's like that has never happened to me. And so I just have not been carrying my purse. But so back to the Salvation Army thing, this woman's going to go off the road. I did not see one person give to these people that are ringing the bell, and it is bitter cold today.
Like 21 degrees.
Yes, it is very cold.
We've been out there doing the bell at one time, and really, I mean, it was snowy out.
Yes, we've done it before, and we have frozen our butts off.
You gotta have hood, you gotta have hats and gloves.
Yes, but back then people were carrying money.
Yeah, so you get a lot more.
Yeah, nowadays I just think, I think to myself, I hope the Salvation Army workers realize that people aren't carrying money, so it's not like people are being tight. It's just like you don't have it on you to give, period. And they don't have a machine like the Girl Scouts.
They scan your car.
Yeah, the Girl
Which
Scouts.
is probably a good thing.
The Girl Scouts got smart, because they were like, at one point, I was like, honey, I would buy some Girl Scout cookies from you, but I don't have any cash. Well, then the next year, they're like,
they got striped.
We have a machine. It's okay. So, they got smart about it. I think the Salvation Army is going to have to update.
I'm sure you can go to their website and update. But
you can, but who thinks about doing that once you get home? Yeah. I want to say a huge thank you to Marcy. Marcy sent me this Christmas ornament, and I absolutely love it. It's little gingerbread boys and girls on a cookie sheet, and you hang it on your Christmas tree. And what makes this one so special is it says Our Family, the Dunns, and it says Tammy, Kevin, Ashley, Andrew, Christina, Gavin, Amelia, and Evie. Isn't that the most adorable thing ever? I absolutely love it. And so I just had to show it to you. It's so well made, and it's beautiful. I love it. So thank you very much, Marcy. I thought it would be fun. I saw this thing on Facebook. It says holiday eating tips. And I thought we could all use some really good holiday eating tips. So Kevin and I are going to go over these. There's only 10 tips, so it's not going to be anything long. But tip number 1 is avoid carrot sticks. Anyone who puts carrot sticks on a holiday buffet table knows nothing of the holiday spirit. In fact, if you see carrots, leave immediately. Go next door where they're serving rum balls.
Like a good rum ball. Drink as much, this is true for me. Drink as much eggnog as you can and quickly. It's rare. You cannot find it any other time of year but now. So drink up. Who cares that it's 10,000 calories in every sip, but it's not as if you're going to turn into an eggnogaholic or something. It's a treat. Enjoy it. Have one for me. Have two. It's later than you think. It's Christmas.
That's right. Number 3, if something comes with gravy, use it. That's the whole point of gravy. Gravy does not stand alone. Pour it on. Make a volcano out of your mashed potatoes. Fill it with gravy. Eat the volcano. Repeat.
As for mashed potatoes, always ask if they're made with skim milk or whole milk. Because skim milk is water, white water. If it's skim milk, pass. Why bother? It's like buying a sports car with an automatic transmission. Don't even try it.
Number 5, Do not have a snack before going to a party in an effort to control your eating. The whole point of going to a holiday party is to eat other people's food for free. Lots of it. Hello?
Oh, next one. Under no circumstances should you exercise between now and New Year's. You can do that in January when you have nothing else to do. This is the time for long naps, which you'll need after circling the buffet table while carrying a 10-pound plate of food in that vat of eggnog.
Number 7, if you come across something really good at a buffet table, like frosted Christmas cookies in the shape and size of Santa,
and the size,
position yourself near them and don't budge. Have as many as you can before becoming the center of attention. They're like a beautiful pair of shoes. If you leave them behind, you're never going to see them again.
That's true. Same for pies. Apple, pumpkin, mincemeat. Have a slice of each. Or if you don't like mincemeat, have 2 apples and 1 pumpkin. Always have 3. When else do you get to have more than one dessert? Labor Day?
You do that at Thanksgiving.
I do.
Definitely have
3 slices.
Something of
3
each.
something.
Did someone mention fruitcake? Granted, it's loaded with the mandatory celebratory calories, but avoid it at all costs. I mean, have some standards.
So one final tip. If you don't feel terrible when you leave the party or get up from the table, you haven't been paying attention. Reread the tips. Start over. But hurry. January is just around the corner. Remember this motto to live by.
Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in an attractive and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in sideways, chocolate and wine in one hand, body thoroughly used up, wholly worn out and screaming, "Woohoo! What a ride!" Merry Christmas.